I guess that was predictable. Okay. Yeah, so, you know, who would have thought that if you pour the baking soda mix contents out of the gas tank into the same container that has the vinegar, that there might be a little bit of a reaction between the two of them. Crazy, right? So, here's what we're doing today. As you guys can tell from the that opening clip, we are cleaning up a vintage motorcycle gas tank. This would be for the 1968 CL175. It doesn't have too bad a rust in it. It's just very small amounts, and then a bit of varnish that's in the bottom of it. So it's pretty straightforward. So I'm just going to take you guys through how I did it. There are a bazillion different videos that are on this same topic all over the internet. My process is just kind of a combination of a few different people's process, feedback from friends, and then just what I've used over the years for cleaning out gas tanks, and it's worked pretty good. But the best part about my process is that it is very, very low cost compared to like some of the kits that are out there and some of the processes. But it doesn't mean that it's the best. It just means that it's low cost and that it does work, but it's very slow. So anyways, enough jabber. Let's just go ahead and get straight into it. So yeah, let's go. Really important step here. What we've got is baking soda. Baking soda will actually neutralize the acids in the vinegar. So the way that the vinegar works is the acids will eat the rust, but if you empty all of that out and you don't do something immediately with it, the etching that is left will flash rust immediately. There's some kind of chemical reaction that happens that it's just like, it rusts quick apparently. So you've got to be ready with baking soda right away. But it's as simple as baking soda and water. to just pour into the gas tank and slosh it around really well to make sure that you neutralize and coat all of it and then clean it all out. So that's what we're going to do right now. After that, I'm going to take and rebuild the petcock and get that ready. Hopefully put it back together. And then, yeah, I don't know. We'll keep moving on with the project. It might even get to start putting some things back together pretty quick here. So, all right, let's get to work. Flip it so that did not want that on my face. Ugh. But yuck. Okay, we better get to work with this. What a process. Oh no. I guess that was predictable. Sorry about the shaky camera. Wow, that is so much better. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today.
So very happy with the way that this gas tank came out. Like in the little, before and after section that was a moment ago, you can see that all the brown gunk and the brown rust is actually out of there, and all that's left in its place is, like there's a little bit of a darker spot where the surface rust used to be, but you can really see that the rust itself is completely gone. So that was the goal. And, just to reiterate what we did, we started with a majority vinegar mixture inside of the tank. Some people do 50-50, some people do slightly higher than that. I did about 75% vinegar, the rest was water, and let that sit for approximately 3 days, and that really did the trick. It stripped all the crap out of it, but this tank wasn't that bad. There are some tanks that are going to be much worse, and you probably want to let it sit longer, or you even might want to do a second, you could filter out the vinegar that you used and then reuse it because it doesn't go bad. Or you could do fresh stuff if you really want to. But it works really good. The most important part is just remember you need something to kind of etch the surface. I actually found, I used a bunch of nuts and bolts, and that worked pretty good. And then I tossed a smaller chain in there, and the chain really worked because the chain was a little heavier and it really rubbed against the surfaces and loosened the crap up. But I didn't feel that I wanted to show you guys every single time that I was shaking it up and stuff. So I don't know. Take this for what it is. Most important thing, get the vinegar in there, or after the vinegar, get the baking soda in there as quick as possible to neutralize the acids, and then get that water out and get the baking soda out and get some kind of an oil in there to just coat the bare steel, because it will flash rust really fast. I use WD-40, but that was only because I was going to be getting gasoline in it within 15 minutes. I wouldn't push it much longer than that with WD-40. What you might do is like a Marvel Mystery Oil, and then a buddy's, particularly Jeff, he's been in some of these videos. He uses a fogging oil, which is brilliant. I had never even thought of that. But fogging oil is made to preserve your cylinders during long-term storage. So like over the winter, or if your bike's going to be sitting for a year or something, fogging oil actually clings to the cylinder walls and prevents any rusting and pitting. It also keeps cylinder, rings from rusting, so you don't lock up your engine. That works really well inside of gas tanks to seal or to preserve them. So clever. Anyway, that's everything for today. So in the next video, we are going to be doing some cleanup on this thing, which I'm very excited for. You're seeing a little bit of a view into the future. So down the road in a couple of videos, this is kind of what we're going to be getting to this point. But first, we got to clean this thing up because it's disgusting as of this video finishing. So anyway, take care, guys. We'll see you in the next one.